Texas lawmakers are working on a bill that would require insurance companies to pay for a blood test to help detect ovarian cancer.
It's not part of what is now considered a typical well woman's exam, and many say it should be, but some doctors aren't so sure at this point. All right, we want to welcome a new member of the Fox 4 team. Deanna Zoga is here, so great to have you.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're here.
I'm glad I'm here too. And you know, this is interesting because when I first heard about this story, I'm ashamed to say that I assumed that this screening was already part of my well woman exam,
right.
But it's not. So that well woman exam is part of a pap smear. You get a pap smear that tests for cervical cancer, and if you're of a certain age, you'll likely get a mammogram, which is looking at breast cancer. But there really is not a simple way to find out if you have ovarian cancer. Doctors don't push this blood test. Some lawmakers say maybe they should.
No one ever saw me without hair.
Before today, Julie Shrell hasn't publicly shared the photo you're about to see.
So, totally bald, no eyebrows. I drew those on.
It's her during 7 rounds of chemo, a time when she usually put on a wig and a brave face.
My son never saw me bald. I don't know if he's seen these pictures.
Still, Julie says she was lucky. She went to the doctor with vague symptoms. She was feeling bloated, tired, and constipated. But because of Julie's family history, her doctor recommended a hysterectomy. After surgery, they confirmed she had ovarian cancer.
I wish there was a better screening. I wish that someone could, say, hey, everyone gets a pap smear and it's going to cover ovarian cancer. It doesn't, and people don't realize it.
Right now, Texas lawmakers are considering legislation that would require insurance companies to cover the cost of a blood test, even in young premenopausal women. That test, though, doesn't catch every type of ovarian cancer and runs a risk of false positives.
Some who've been through this might say the scare is worth it. Just move forward with something.
And I understand their point of view, but for the many people that do have scares, no. I don't think it will detect the amount of people that it needs to.
My daughters were graduating and I was in a wig.
Julie Shrell is now cancer-free and raising money for research through a nonprofit she helped create to find a better way to keep women alive.
Since I got diagnosed, I know over half a dozen people who've been diagnosed since me and died already in less than 4 years.
But you've made it.
I made it. I don't know why.
So why are we talking about this now? Well, lawmakers started looking at this issue after the death of a young, well-known lobbyist in Austin last year. We'll continue to follow this issue through session, let you know what these lawmakers decide. Guys.
Great, Deanna, thank you, and welcome. It's great to have you here. I know
Thank
you have family here, so it's great.
I grew up here. I'm back home.
Oh, you did? Where's your hometown?
Richardson.
Way to go.